welcome. Thanks for joining us. MLB The Show brings you the game of the week. It's the New York Mets taking on the Athletics. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And Chris, we've got an opportunity to watch one of the true superstars of the sport. Number 19, always exciting to see him in action. And it seems like he consistently finds a way to impact the game.
Yeah, Boog, it's offensively at the plate, defensively when he's on the bases. I mean, this guy's just a heads-up player, but he's got so much talent, and he makes the most of that. I believe it starts with his preparation because you never see him give away an at-bat.
Just about set. And our pitcher tonight, Vida Blue. Always a treat to watch one of the best starters in the sport, Singy.
Comes into this start sporting a lifetime ERA just over 3. He's been pretty great for most of his big league career. Can't wait to watch him in this one.
Here's the veteran first baseman, Keith Hernandez. That one finds the zone, and we're underway. The wind of the pitch. And that's off the inside edge. 1-1. Blue was a workhorse the last time out, throwing a complete game.
Boog, I bet he got some fist bumps from the relief crew after that shutout. I'm sure they appreciated how he gave them the day off.
Ground ball up the middle. Tejada on to first. One out in the top of the first. Let's take a peek at the Mets lineup here. It features a great veteran presence, Francisco Lindor.
Well, Boog, I'm sure he hated to see the calendar turn. Hit over 400 last month, and that's the kind of momentum that you just want to continue into the next month. He's one of the hottest hitters in the game right now, and I can't wait to watch him swing it.
Now the number 2 hitter, Edgardo Alfonso. And first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And there's a ball. And 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Gets the out, 2 down after the strikeout.
Really good hard bite to that breaking ball for the strikeout right there. I mean, he was able to bury it down below the zone, and that's throwing the pitch with conviction. Good thing for the pitcher, he's not going to miss in the zone, and that's where you get hurt. Excellent execution with 2 strikes. That could be a big weapon for him in this start.
Carlos Delgado stands in now and watches strike 1. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Up the middle. Tosses to first, and that is the inning. And the Mets go down 1-2-3. And the A's will get their first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here with my pal Singy. And on the mound in this one, Al Leiter. Not the best results a year ago. Looking for better this season, Chris.
Yeah, really struggled last year, and it was one of those seasons that you just want to flush. But I think you have to remember and take the opportunity when you do struggle to really look yourself in the mirror, identify what went wrong, and make improvements. And I have no doubt that that's what this guy did in the offseason to prepare himself to come back and to be one of the best bounce-back players in the league. We'll see today. He'll have a real opportunity to prove a lot of people wrong.
Hard ground ball, base now.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Next to hit, number 19. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. And that's another stolen base for the league leader. That misses, and the count is 1-1. Man at second. Breaking ball, and that got him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. Next up for the A's, Jose Carrasco. And fouled off. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Going back on this one. Tattooed and gone. He'll touch them all. It's 3-0. The brighter the lights, the more he shines.
Yeah, this guy lives for big moments, and right there made a statement big time. Playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. The slight opposite field into the gap. Man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
Mark McGwire up next for the A's. And there's a strike.
Can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Leiter, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup. There's a swing and a drive. Diving, makes the grab.
Really nice job of tracking that one down. I noticed some initial hesitation, ball off the bat. Didn't look like he got a great read, but he made up for it by closing on it quickly, laid out, and hauled it in.
So now here's the DH, Jason Giambi. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Counts 1-0.
Swings through that one for strike 1.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Falling behind 2-1. And that's downstairs and outside.
3 balls, 1 strike.
That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Batting 6, shortstop, number 5.
That ball was blasted, Boog, and as broadcasters, we can go weeks without seeing a ball hit 115 miles per hour, which is what StatCast tells us there. Man, he really got the bat through the zone and did not get cheated.
Yeah, that ball was absolutely smoked. And now it's going to be Miguel Tejada.
0-1.
Still only 1 out here in the inning. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Granderson pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. And time now to check out the A's lineup. And Singy against the southpaw on the mound. The Skippers loaded this lineup with righty bats.
Certainly following the conventional wisdom here, Boog. That extra split second can make a big difference for a hitter. So these righty batters will need to take advantage and make this tactical move pay off.
Number 26.
And here's the veteran outfielder, Johnny Damon. 0 for 6 in the series so far. Sneaks through, base hit. And now 2 aboard.
Batting 8th, catcher, number 18.
Jason Kendall up next for the A's. 2 for 6 so far in the series. And that one fouled off. And the next pitch is way outside.
There, he can move the ball around, add and subtract, get some weak contact at times. So you don't worry as much about him in this situation. Very capable of getting a ground ball and getting out of this little jam.
Giambi at second. Damon on at first with 2 down. And that one almost hit him.
2 strikes.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Max Schumann next to bat for the A's. Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. Jason Kendall with his first major league home run, a special moment in his young career, and who knows, maybe that'll open the floodgates for him.
Yeah, getting that out of the way can be a big confidence booster. It feels like a huge weight just been taken off your back. You can go up there with a lot less pressure on you now, and I wouldn't be surprised if he gets hot for a little while.
What do you remember about your first career homer, Chris?
Well, I remember it was off of Omar Olivares, and, you know, being there in Los Angeles against the Angels, just a tremendous day, great ballpark, and a special moment for sure.
And here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Al Leiter gives way, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this. The Mets with a new arm on the mound, Jacob deGrom. This is his 5th appearance of the year.
Pitching for the New York Mets, number 48.
So digging in, Max Schumann. Line to second, snagged on the bounce. And very nicely done for the out. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working as the A's are on top. We head to the second in MLB The Show's Game of the Week. Second inning set to go. And here is Carlos Beltran. Blue back to work. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs. With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
Next pitch is outside.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
1 up, 1 down.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
So up next for New York, Gary Carter. Blue, a 6-foot lefty, 190 pounds. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
No ball,
Gary
2
Simmons has the plate duty in this one.
Well, with Simmons, it's not always your standard strike zone, Boog. It kind of gives a little extra in some parts of the zone and then can be tighter in others. But I think the important thing is he doesn't get labeled as inconsistent, so you got to stay ready up there.
Batting 6.
Perfect example right there. A hitter who hits the ball on the outside part of the plate the other way has to trust his hands and let the ball travel a little bit deeper.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Juan Soto now. That one fouled off. Strike 2.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they creeping into my mind right now.
No, you know that's got to be very frustrating for this guy. He knows the strike zone extremely well, and you know what? Good hitters are not going to compromise. He'll take that punch out, but ultimately stick with his plan and have more success than anything else.
David Wright in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Carter off of first with 2 away. Right through there for a strike. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Mets leave 1, still up against a 6-0 deficit.
Come in my zone now. When you don't slow down, I'm grown now. Yeah.
We head to the bottom of the second. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the A's, Rickey Henderson.
When he steps into the batter's box, the comfort level looks so high. It doesn't matter what kind of delivery that pitcher has, what kind of velocity, what kind of secondary stuff. He is so settled in there. He owns the home plate area.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
Lindor. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
Now batting, number 19.
Standing in is the power hitting second baseman. Pretty amazing athlete this guy is. Power and speed, quite a threat. I mean, you're talking about someone that could steal you a bag and go deep. Bo Jackson, anyone? And first offering is fouled off.
When you have a real athletic player and who's able to do the baseball mechanical things really well, look out, because the sky's the limit on that potential.
Got him looking for the K. He's got to be frustrated with that call.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
Now a chance for Jose Carrasco. Foul ball there. Two out, space is empty. Late on that fastball.
Ahead 0-2 in the count. Sure, you've got 4 pitches you can work with, but throw something you can command and get this at bat over with as quickly as possible.
Swings and misses, struck him out. A's go quickly and quietly there. They lead it though 6-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. And stepping in for New York, Francisco Lindor. Pitch misses, and that's ball 1.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters, even if you give up a solo shot.
Swings through the fastball up in the zone. Lindor was born in Puerto Rico, but actually played his high school ball in Florida. Fights it off. He'll see another. That's to third. Finds its way through, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Really nice job, a two-strike hitting in that at bat. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Man at first, nobody out. Lindor on the move. Strike in there. Safe at second with a stolen base.
You don't usually see teams try to claw back into games by being aggressive on the base pass like this, but it's still early in this one. This kind of tells me they're going to try to tackle this one run at a time instead of waiting back for a big 3-run homer.
Man, it's into the outfield for a knock. And they get it in quickly. First and third now with nobody out.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the Mets leadoff man, Keith Hernandez. On the ground, 2 ball. There's one, and a run scores on the double play.
First and third, nobody out. You're thinking you've got it lined up for a pretty big inning right here. So that double play is pretty deflating. They get the run in, but now they're starting all over.
Two down, bases empty. Digging in, Edgardo Alfonso. Fouled off left side. Two down, bases empty, but 1 run across here in the third and final game of the series. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
0-2 is the count.
And now 1-2.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
And a swing and a miss. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. So they get 1 run on 2 base hits. No errors and nobody left on. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the A's 6 and the Mets 1. Set for the bottom of the third. Stepping in, Mark McGwire.
First baseman, number 25.
Hit in the air, center field. Beltran under this one. And it's caught for the out.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
Hitter, Jason
and next is the designated hitter, Jason Giambi. DeGrom, a multi-Cy Young Award winner. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a curve, and he works in a changeup. Out to center. Beltran moving back for this one. Hauls it in for the out.
Now batting, number 5.
So up next, Miguel Tejada. Flying to left his first time.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
And that one fouled off. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. swung and missed, struck him out. And good work there as he gets him 1, 2, 3. Nothing doing there for the A's. They still lead it, though, 6-1. And we're back.
Leading
New
off
inning getting
for the
started.
Mets,
And
the
now the
designated
DH,
hitter,
Carlos Delgado. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Mets, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Blue, ready to fire now. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand. Just overmatched on that fastball right there, and it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Right side, Carrasco. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, catcher Gary Carter.
Gary Carter up now for the Mets. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Swing and a bouncer out to short. Over to first, and they take care of Carter for the out. 3rd out. Down in order go the Mets. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Center fielder, number 26.
And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Athletics really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. You just can't average 2 runs per inning without a complete team effort from the lineup. Everyone's been doing their job, setting up the next guy, and taking care of their own business at the plate.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And the leadoff man aboard.
Now batting,
Jason Kendall will hit next. He's already homered here in this one. In the air, left field. Granderson grabs it on the run. And he boots it. Applies the tag, and they get 2. Double play.
Definitely a weird play right there, and it changes the outlook of the inning completely. Nice job by the defense to take advantage and get 2 outs out of it, but on the flip side, I have to think they're going to have some discussions and probably some lessons learned about the base running decisions that were made.
2 outs, base is empty. Next up for the A's, Max Schumann. There's the strike.
0-1.
2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Hit on the ground to short. Lindor slings to first. That ends the frame. Welcome back.
Leading
And
off
struggles
for the
at the
Mets,
plate
right
in this
fielder,
series as we
Juan
take a look at the
Soto.
numbers. Blue back to work. Line drive. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. And that's a leadoff double.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one.
Third
That ball was
baseman,
drilled
David
106 off the bat, and that's the kind of feedback that tells you you're right where you want to be with your swing mechanics.
Right. Now the box comes up empty with a swing there. That one missed.
Clearly didn't come out of his hand the right way. Left that curveball way up.
Knee high. That's in for a strike. They've got a potent lineup. And when you from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Runner at second. Nobody out.
Nope. Outside.
Gets a piece and stays alive. The next pitch misses. Ball 3. Caught him looking for the K.
Well, he's been racking up the strikeouts, and what's so impressive, not walking anyone. I mean, this guy's just going right after hitters, filling up the strike zone, and it looks like hitters, they're trying to think with him, but they just are a pitch behind. Dominating stuff out there on the mound.
Lindor batting with one down, takes a strike. And that drops in for a strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
Soto leads off second with one gone in the inning. Chopped to third. And foul ball. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Now batting left fielder
Curtis Granderson up now for the Mets. And he's already singled in this game. On the ground. And that one finds its way through. Soto around third. Throw is offline, and he scores. It's 6-2.
Number 43.
And now the first baseman, Keith Hernandez. 0 for 2 in this one. Try to get him to chase on the changeup that time.
1-0.
That's in there, and it's a ball and a strike. The Athletics leading by 4, and we're at the top of the 5th. Now this is in the air down the line. And Ricky Henderson the grab, and that is that. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. Now a 6-2 ball game. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. Here's the left fielder, Ricky Henderson. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these A's putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Here's the second baseman. He's 0 for 1. Fought off foul. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. 1 out. Base is empty. Just misses with that one.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Such a challenge when a guy's got great velocity. He's
Now
throwing a
batting,
slider
number
over 90
33.
miles per hour. You want to be ready to hit that fastball, but that late break just eats you up every time.
Carrasco at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one.
Well, he threw that fastball right by him, gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at bat?
In plenty of time to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Offense held in check there. We're through 5. It's the A's 6 and the Mets 2. And we're back.
Leading
off
for the Mets,
Edgardo
second baseman,
Alfonso.
number 13.
Fastball for a strike.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
0-2.
Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. And Ricky Henderson the grab. And there's one away.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can
Now
get through
batting,
one
the
more
designated
inning,
hitter,
anything
Carlos
after that, a
Delgado.
hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Delgado up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss. And it's even up.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
In the air, right side. Carrasco on the move. That's out number 2.
Now batting, center fielder Carlos Beltran.
2 down, base is empty. Next is the cleanup hitter for the Mets, Carlos Beltran. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
Some hitters are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
2 outs. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Stays alive. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Foul ball, still 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Got him swinging. No runs, no hits, no errors. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the A's 6 and the Mets 2. Bottom of the 6th inning.
Leading
And
off
now
for the
Mark
Athletics,
McGwire.
first baseman, number 25.
And first offering is fouled off. And that is out of play. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Foul ball, it stays 0-2.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
1 ball.
That misses the zone. 1-2 to count.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Next offering is down low. And he chases that one. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. Now, Jason Giambi, 1 for 2. On a line, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Now batting, number 5.
Next up for the A's, Miguel Tejada. He has, as they like to say...
Let me guess, Boog. Light tower power?
That's right. Foul ball. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Throws down to first, but he wasn't going anywhere.
Oh, this guy's been pretty much a non-factor so far this weekend. Very little in the way of impactful at-bats and quality at-bats, and let alone contact. That's the 6th time they've set him down on strikes in the series, so no doubt frustration mounting and very high right now.
And that one handled. That ends the inning. The A's strand 1. They lead it 6-2. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.